Toll roads, once a rarity in the American landscape, are becoming increasingly commonplace. This shift is transforming the way we think about and fund our nation's infrastructure. As Americans continue to rely heavily on automobiles for their daily commutes and long-distance travel, the rising presence of toll roads has sparked a debate about their benefits and drawbacks. Historically, the funding for America's vast network of roads has come from a combination of local property taxes and state and federal gas taxes. Local roads, which make up the majority of road mileage, are primarily funded through local property taxes. These taxes pay for the construction and maintenance of roads within towns and cities, ensuring that residents have access to the streets and avenues they need for everyday activities. However, the roads that see the majority of American travel are the longer highways that connect cities and states. These roads have traditionally been funded through gas taxes. The concept is straightforward. Every car on the road needs gasoline, so by taxing this essential fuel, the government can collect funds directly related to road usage. This money is then used to build and maintain highways and other major roadways. The gas tax system worked well for many decades, but several factors have recently undermined its effectiveness. Firstly, cars have become more fuel efficient, meaning they consume less gasoline and therefore generate less tax revenue. The push for fuel efficiency and the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, have further exacerbated this issue. In states like California, known for its environmental regulations and high adoption rates of EVs, gasoline consumption has dropped significantly. From its peak in 2000, California's gasoline consumption has fallen by about 50%. While this is a positive development for the environment, it poses a significant challenge for road funding. Moreover, inflation and rising construction costs have made building and maintaining roads much more expensive. The federal gas tax, which has remained unchanged at 18.4 cents per gallon since 1993, has not kept pace with inflation. Consequently, the real value of the gas tax revenue has diminished over time. In addition to inflation, the cost of road construction has been increasing faster than other economic sectors. This means that even if gas tax revenue kept up with inflation, it would still fall short of covering the rising costs of road projects. Given these challenges, states have started looking for alternative funding sources. Toll roads have emerged as a viable solution. By charging drivers directly for road usage, tolls can provide a steady stream of revenue that is not dependent on gasoline consumption. This model also aligns with the principle of user pays, where those who use the roads contribute to their upkeep. The rise of toll roads can be seen across the United States. From 2003 to 2019, the total mileage of toll roads in the country increased by 24%. States like California, New Jersey, and Michigan have implemented or are considering toll roads to bridge the funding gap. For instance, Michigan's Department of Transportation found that tolling just 14 of its busiest highways could generate between $1.5 billion and $2.8 billion annually. This revenue could significantly offset the projected $1 billion annual shortfall in gas tax revenue by 2040. Advancements in technology have made tolling more efficient and convenient. Systems like EasyPass allow for electronic toll collection, eliminating the need for toll booths and reducing traffic congestion at toll points. These innovations have lowered the operational costs of toll roads and made them more attractive to both drivers and governments. While toll roads offer a solution to funding challenges, they are not without controversy. Critics argue that tolls make driving more expensive, particularly for those who commute long distances or live in areas with few alternative routes. This concern has led to the nickname Lexus lanes for toll lanes that are perceived as catering to wealthier drivers who can afford the additional cost. Moreover, toll roads can exacerbate socioeconomic disparities. Low-income drivers may struggle with the rising costs of commuting, and there are concerns about the equity of tolling systems. To address this, some cities, like New York and Los Angeles, offer discounts or exemptions for low-income drivers. These measures aim to ensure that toll roads do not disproportionately burden disadvantaged populations. In addition to funding road construction and maintenance, toll revenues can be used to support alternative transportation options. For example, the Los Angeles Metro's express lanes generated $67 million in revenue in 2022. which was used to purchase buses, build transit stations, and construct pedestrian bridges. By investing in public transit and other alternatives, cities can reduce traffic congestion and provide more options for commuters. One of the more ambitious approaches to managing traffic and funding roads is congestion pricing. This system charges drivers for entering high-traffic areas during peak times, with the goal of reducing congestion and encouraging the use of public transit. New York City is set to implement a congestion pricing plan, becoming the first city in the United States to do so. Similar systems in cities around the world, such as Singapore and London, have successfully reduced traffic and increased public transit usage. Another innovative funding model being explored is the Vehicle Miles Traveled (VMT) fee. This system charges drivers based on the number of miles they travel rather than the amount of gasoline they consume. VMT fees have the potential to provide a more stable and equitable funding source as they are directly tied to road usage. However, there are privacy concerns with tracking drivers' movements, and ensuring the anonymity of data will be crucial for public acceptance. Ultimately, the goal of these various tolling and pricing strategies is to create a sustainable and fair system for funding America's roads. Whether through traditional gas taxes, toll roads, congestion pricing, or VMT fees, the need for reliable and sufficient funding remains critical. Roads are essential for economic activity and mobility, and finding the right balance between different funding mechanisms will be key to addressing the nation's infrastructure challenges. As we navigate this evolving landscape, it's clear that toll roads and other innovative funding solutions will play an increasingly important role. They offer a way to ensure that those who use the roads contribute to their maintenance and improvement, while also providing opportunities to invest in alternative transportation options. By embracing these changes, we can build a more sustainable and efficient transportation system for the future.